Today, we're going to be talking about implementing an AI coaching system for corporate training. First, we'll talk about AI coaching, the revolution. Next, we'll talk about the challenge with corporate training today. And then I'm going to give you 4 steps to implementing an AI coaching platform within your organization. AI coaching systems allow employees and team members to simulate realistic scenarios, get immediate feedback, and track measurable improvements in their development of these skills. The best part is all of this can be seamlessly integrated into their daily workflows. Now, every employee gets access to unlimited, consistent practice with objective evaluation to help them build the critical skills they need to thrive at work. So what exactly is the limitation with traditional corporate training methods? Well, over the years, corporate training has failed to deliver on effective skill development and organization growth because it fails to hit the mark on what employees truly need to succeed. So first, you have generic content that you're giving to employees to consume, which is not able to address individualized skill gaps, leading to disengaged employees and minimal applications. Secondly, you have a knowledge retention gap. So with your workshops and your videos and your lessons, employees are not able to retain 70% of the training material within a few days. This means you're wasting a lot of valuable time and resources as a result of the existing training methodologies you have. And then finally, you have the scaling limitation. It is almost impossible to provide adequate personalized coaching to every member of a team. And the larger the organization is, the more expensive and time-consuming this becomes. Therefore, many organizations do not coach their employees at all. So what are the steps for you to integrate an AI coaching system within your organization?
This episode is brought to you by Insight 7. If your training programs ends after the workshop, you're missing the most important part and reinforcement. Insight 7's AI coaching helps teams master skills through realistic role plays, guided dialogue, and instant AI feedback aligned to your training goals. Reps can practice conversations, refine responses, and test product or process knowledge, all inside one platform. It's the easiest way to turn training into lasting performance. See how companies are reimagining learning with Insight 7 at insight7.io coaching.
First, you need to identify the training needs. You need to do a skills gap assessment to really understand where the opportunities are for you to apply AI coaching, especially in conversational, soft skill type use cases. And so if you focus on the high impact areas, you're going to get the most value for your investment. And so what are some of the critical questions for you to ask? What skills require repeated practice for your team to master? Where does human evaluation in your process become limited or inadequate or inconsistent? What's the measurable business impact of AI coaching in specific scenarios and workflows? What scenarios make employees most uncomfortable or unprepared? Some of the high value use cases are leadership conversations, customer conversations, sales conversations, operations support, sales enablement, compliance scenarios. You find some of these are largely driven by soft skills across your organizations, and those represent some of the high value opportunities for you to coach your teams leveraging AI coaching. Step 2, you want to build out the AI role play modules that are relevant to those skills gaps. You're going to simulate real conversations. You're going to create role-specific personas, and you're going to enable your team to practice these scenarios in the day-to-day. So some of the critical elements for building such a system or module is you gather the business context around those situations. What are the high, most frequent and most urgent, most important scenarios that you want your team to practice? What are the types of personas that you want them to engage with to simulate the real scenarios that you're seeing within your business? What are some of the constraints you want to put around that system? How do you want to evaluate performance? These are some of the things that you need to feed in to such a system to be able to handle this type of coaching. Third, you want to automate the evaluation and feedback mechanism of such a coaching system. So once your scenarios have been conducted by your teams, you want to design the right kind of evaluation criteria that standardizes how those sessions are performed. And so in many cases, there might be chat or voice-based sessions. Once those sessions are completed, you want to make sure that the teams can be evaluated in a consistent manner. The feedback is provided to them and also to the relevant teams that need to get visibility into the performance. And then you create this iterative loop where you're coaching the teams or team members based on their performance on those coaching sessions. Finally, you want to bake this into your existing workflow. And so in many of these scenarios that we have described, such as sales and customer success conversations, there are opportunities for you to provide coaching scenario to team members right after conversations have been evaluated. So when they run this real life calls with customers, with prospects, there's an opportunity for you to assign those coaching sessions to the teams based on how they performed, so that they can go and practice and get feedback on the areas that they have performance gaps. That's one of the ways to almost seamlessly coach your team in a continuous manner. You also want to provide visibility to supervisors, managers, those who can also serve as extensions of the coaching system, so that you can also provide in-person feedback. They can help, team members adjust and develop based on the feedback that you're seeing in the realistic scenarios and also in the coaching sessions. Well, that's it. The future of corporate learning is getting transformed, leveraging AI technology. We're excited to help companies take their teams to the next level, leveraging AI coaching technology. Thanks.